I want to get away from this place. Corporal, give me a recon check.
Okay. Leveraging what? Intelligence?
Yeah.
Not my greatest moment. I guess I'm preoccupied.
That gnawing sensation you feel is perfectly normal.
Yeah, your focus is pretty divided at the moment. You folks just gonna climb into the ATV and head back to the carving station, or what would you like to do?
We should update the 4A4 crew on our doings. Well, we can do that in the car, too.
Yes.
There's nothing in the car, I hope.
No. Only the fungus zombie navigator is usually in the passenger seat.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that's fine. Wait.
Yeah, so you climb into the ATV, and as you start to drive off, you are actually preemptively hailed by the 4A4. Captain Crust here. Our sensors picked up you have someone with you?
Yes, one of the survivors. She was trapped inside the ship from the lockdown.
Does she look healthy?
Yes, just really nervous after being trapped in the dark for an extended period of time.
Should we have her speak to the captain?
You see no harm in it.
Tass, this is Captain Crust of the Rift Hauler 4A4. I think he just wants to get a handle on who you are and what you've been through.
Tass Engren, I'm an engineer. She seems markedly uncomfortable just being inside the ATV. She's willing to endure it to get away from Candling Station. But, that's about all she has to offer. After a pause, Crust responds, "All right, well, take care of yourselves. While you were gone, there was some more movement out there."
Yeah?
How many anomalies are we talking about?
It's hard to say. We've been having trouble zeroing in on the movements because they're irregular.
When was your last signal and how many contacts?
Never more than one contact. The last one was about a half an hour before you got back.
In what location?
Not far from the landing field.
Copy that. Can you give me a radius?
He gives you a radius. It's probably 100 meters from where you were parked in the ATV.
So are we talking up in the accommodations? Are we talking like north? We talking northwestern?
That almost feels west of camp. Rather, west of Candling Station.
It's south of the landing field.
100 meters out?
Yeah, so about 300 feet.
Okay.
So that is outside of the station itself.
Okay, so it hasn't moved since then.
It's 300 feet. It's not far outside the station, but yeah.
It is interesting that they were in Candling Station, and now the metric is being moved out a little bit.
Are they trying to find us?
Don't know.
I'm gonna not think about that.
Yeah.
We should
As you all pull away from the landing field and start heading back towards the carving station, this information is relayed, and the corporal looks in the rear view and sees 3 shamblers hanging around by the 5A7's airlock door.
Oh, great. Cool. I pointed out.
3?
Joy.
3 of them, yep.
3.
I feel like there might be more by the time we come back.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, we should test our new friend.
Potentially.
Test? What kind of test?
We found out how to test for the fungus.
Okay, but then you had me put on this vac suit.
Yeah, so that's not really practical, guy.
We should have done that before we told her to put on the vac suit.
Yeah, why don't we just work her in on our next rotation?
Yeah, I don't think it's something we need to worry about right away because she's been on there for how many days?
More than a month.
Yeah, I think she's not infected.
But we've been doing it to make sure nobody's been compromised.
Well, we're after every time we get to the airlock. So next, when we get back to the ship, that's when we would test again.
So we're going to the observatory at this point.
You need an air raft to get to the observatory.
Right. So we're going to the 2001 A Space Fucking, and then we're going to go to the observatory.
I like space fucking. I mean, I don't like living it, but I like the sound of the phrase.
No.
Yeah. Tass can't drive an air raft, can she?
It's got to be Eric.
I guess time passes then?
Yeah. An hour goes by. You make it back to the carving camp. Eric is waiting there for you. His immediate concern is he sees Tass. Tass, you're all right. She just weakly nods. She seemed very relieved to climb out of the ATV. She barely waits for it to stop to get out. She hands him the vac suit, and he kind of stares at it blankly for a minute, looks at you all, and is like, I've been out here for a long time,
We don't know what the situation is going to be at the observatory.
I guess, but I don't think I'm going to be subjected to anything I haven't breathed already, but
I mean, it's not always about breathing.
yeah, sure. All right. Well, to my understanding, getting up to the observatory, the oxygen's thin anyway, so
I mean, is there really a downside to wearing one?
yeah, I'm still pretty hungry.
Oh,
So I suppose you guys are going to let him eat for a minute?
We did bring more food.
no, he has to drive us now. Of course we're gonna let him eat. Jeez.
All right.
What do you take us for? Fungus monsters?
Between munches, he's like, the raft is ready to go.
If you're ready to pilot it.
Yeah, sure thing. I can do that. He polishes off another full ration and then climbs into the suit.
Is there anything else we can do to prepare?
I think we got everything.
Just rip this band-aid off then.
Primary objective, get as many out as we can.
Can I get one more recon check from the corporal?
Still intelligence, right?
13. You're hauling one of the ration
Yeah.
boxes out of the ATV and taking it over to the air raft, and you almost step on a strange-looking vine, which on closer inspection is another one of those things
Oh,
that was
great.
stuck to Vox's vac suit. Seems to have wriggled its way from the bottom of the ATV and is making its way towards the air raft. So the corporal sees that, steps back. Probably his normal reaction would be to immediately shoot, but his hands are full at the moment. He looks around and sees several more of these things, all crawling towards the air raft.
Special thanks to our logo designer Sierra Twazin, to Toys and Things in Danvers, Massachusetts, Reaper Miniatures, and Mongoose Publishing. If you enjoy the show, help the podcast grow. Give us a follow on Twitter at Lords Broken, join the community Discord, and maybe consider offering a small tribute to the old ones on our Ko-Fi. All these links and more can be found in our link tree at linktr.ee/The Broken Lords. Thank you.
It's time to feel the rage. Join us on Film Rage, where we talk movies, current releases, coming attractions, streaming, and classic films as well. Directors and actors, beware as you cannot hide from the rage. My name is Bryce, and I'm part of the Film Rage crew, which also includes Jim.
Hey.
And Murray.
Yo,
Why is it you always talk all the time? I can't
'Cause I
understand
got
why
this
your
sweet,
voice
sweet
is so...
voice.
this is the Merman, the voice of reason. These two can't agree on anything most of the time. Some movies are mondo, some are just suck. Every week something is going to make us rage. Join us every Wednesday and
Feel the rage.